Through her extensive professional and civic contributions, Melissa Proffitt is deeply involved in what happens in the city of Indianapolis and is a known quantity.
There are a few people you run across who are known by one name. So when you say that name, you know, oh, it's that person. Well, everyone knows who Melissa is. When you say Melissa, there's not a question about Melissa who. It's Melissa Proffitt for sure.
Melissa has been with the law firm of Ice Miller LLP since she started her career in 1985. Following her passion began before she graduated high school, when her father, John Proffitt, encouraged her to dream big. And dream big she did.
I indicated to him that I wanted to either be a nurse or a paralegal, and he looked at me and said, well, why in the world, Missy, wouldn't you be a doctor or a lawyer? And so I thought, well, why wouldn't I want to do that instead? And so I chose the legal path and went down that path.
Well, she's a pioneer, no doubt about that. She, to my knowledge, is the first female managing partner of a major law firm in Indiana. She, as far as I know, is the only attorney I've ever met, particularly at Ice Miller, who has started and managed 3 separate practice groups at the same time. And that's about 3 times more than most attorneys are expected to do or even can do in any given week.
Now a managing partner at Ice Miller, she also makes a difference through her civic leadership. She shares her time and wealth of experience through service on boards for the Indy Chamber, Black Expo, Agronovis, the 500 Festival, Ivy Tech, and more.
She has an enormous amount of energy, and I would say that there's never been a situation where she has pulled back on her responsibilities to her client or her law firm because of public service. She's managed to do all of them at the same time. She really has a remarkable capacity for hard work.
If she joins your organization as board chair, I would say that's a really good thing, but I would also say watch out, right? Because she is someone who's going to focus on the mission and push people very, very, very hard. It's not about power, it's not about politics, it's about making that organization successful, focusing on what their mission is to make the community better.
She has also traveled on 17 trade missions with the past 3 governors, furthering the cause of the state, but also building relationships along the way.
When she goes on a mission, it is not just the trade mission, it is also her personal mission to find out as much as she can about people, to be as helpful as she can to them.
She goes on these economic development trips with governors, and she always comes home with a new client. And I go, how do you do that? And she goes, I talk to people. I talk to people on planes. And she's an excellent business developer, but she does it first by forming relationships. And the other amazing thing is many of her clients become her best friends over the years.
I love people. I love all different kinds of people, all different personalities. That's why it's great practice of law. You represent all different kinds of industries. And I get genuine joy out of connecting people. I'm talking to someone and they have an interest in X, Y, or Z, or they want a particular role in a particular industry, and I happen to know someone who's looking for someone. I truly get joy out of connecting them and making it work for both sides. So it's a lot of fun for me to do that.
In 2007, she took on a new political leadership role as vice chair of the Indiana Republican Party.
I said, I need you to be the vice chairman of the Republican Party. She says, I don't know anything about politics. I said, you don't have to, you'll learn. And now, as we sit here and speak, she's a major policy and recruiting advisor for campaigns and for office holders across the state.
That involvement resulted in one of Melissa's biggest accomplishments, helping to create the Public Safety Foundation during her time with Mayor Greg Ballard's administration.
The whole point of that nonprofit foundation was to support police, firemen, EMS in ways that government can't, both financially and then also emotionally and physically.
She saw all of these opportunities where the city could be doing more for the community in communities and areas, of course, where the police department, the fire department, and other functions have, make an impact, but there's so much more that can be done.
Having a successful career meant balancing her time to raise a family.
You can totally do it without question throughout your life, and it's been a blessing to me. So with my work, it was just a part of my life with the family. And so I never compartmentalized my career with my family. It all just blended together.
Now, with a blended family of 6 and her adoring husband Tom, one might think that she would slow down and perhaps take a victory lap.
My goal for her is to realize the fruits of her 40 years of hard labor in the next phase of her career, do important things in the state, and then also enjoy grandchildren and vacations, and recognize that she's earned the right to bask in a little bit of the glow of the hard work that she's put in for so long.
I don't know what comes next for her. I know slowing down is not one of them. She is constant motion, constant thinking, constant figuring out how can we do better, whether it's the law firm, whether it's with her family, or whether it's in the civic world. She's a doer and one of the most impactful people I know in Indiana.